Um, Hi, welcome to the Keeping Together yoga practice this evening. I invite you all to start by sitting on your mat. You're welcome to sit up on a pillow or a cushion if you like as well. And you can have a couple of pillows handy for later on too. We'll start in a comfortable seating posture for you. So that might be cross-legged, or you can have straight legs. Finding what feels good for you in this moment. So just taking our time as we settle in to our practice today. We start by just noticing and noticing your breath. Yeah. Just noticing the natural breath that comes to you. Welcome to have your eyes open or gently closed. So throughout this practice, we're going to do the nostril breathing in and out through the nose, which is really soothing for our nervous system. In and out the nose. So let's practice that a few rounds here. Inhaling through your nose, filling your stomach with air. And when you exhale, deflating the stomach, exhaling out your nose. Wonderful. Let's begin to gently circle your body in one direction. It's a great way to gently warm up the hips and checking in with any areas that might be a little bit tight or already maybe a little bit open as well. Nice deep inhales, and even longer exhales out the nose. Oh. And next time you come to the top, we'll just gently switch the direction. And just checking in, noticing how this side might feel a little bit different than that first side. We'll find a little bit of stillness here. Find a little bit of length on your inhale. Just allowing their shoulders to just drop and maybe giving them a little roll of the shoulders. I feel a lot of us hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, so it's great to roll and bring some movement and breath there to help relax. We can rotate that direction, rolling them forward. We'll just come to our neck, just drawing some circles with our nose. Definitely no rush with this movement. We'll switch that direction, that circle. There you go. Find some stillness again in the neck. I'm just going to do some inhales, bring the arms up if that feels okay for you. If it's too much in the shoulders, just coming up as high as comfortable for you. Inhaling and exhaling down. A little more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Well, on this next one up, we'll hold it for a moment. And we'll just do a bit of a gentle side bend here. So you can that shoulder, you can have the arm down if you like. And reaching it up. And we'll inhale that arm up. And then exhale, diving to the other side. Gently warming up that side body. Inhale that arm up. Well, great. We're going to take just a little twist here. So you can just inhale, find a little bit of length in your spine. And exhale, twisting to one side. So you can have your hand just resting on your thigh. And your other hand just behind you. Each inhale, find a little bit of length in the spine. And exhaling to twist. Inhale, coming back to center. And again, inhale, find a little bit of length. And exhaling, you twist to the opposite side. So twists are really great for our digestion, and also our back as well. So inhale back to center. We're going to make our way to our hands and knees for our tabletop pose. So take your time if you like to have extra cushion, maybe a blanket on your mats if you have some sore knees. So find our sitting up first. So having our wrists just stacked below our shoulders, the knees just below our hips. And when you feel stable here, you're welcome to follow the breath as you exhale, arching the back, like a Halloween cat, dropping the head. And on your next inhale, lifting the tailbone and the head up. The stomach drops towards the mat. For an exhale, again, that arch in the back. You can follow your breath, each inhale, looking up. And each exhale, drop, arching. And inhale to look up. Smoothing the pace of your breath. Gently warming up your spine. You're definitely welcome to find any fluidity in this movement by rocking your hips side to side as you arch or drop your tummy. Well, great. I'm just going to gently sit back on our heels. So you can have your knees pretty wide if you like, or you're welcome to have your knees together. It's also a great time to grab some pillows if you want some to feel extra cozy. Folding over. You can definitely stack as many pillows as you like. Or you can also do it without any pillows too. Maybe just hugging your pillows, or you can draw your hands away from you. Stretch your back. As we're resting here, taking a moment to appreciate the time you're taking to nourish yourself, finding a way to keep it together. Next inhale, gently coming back up. You can place those pillows off to the side. Well, right, I'm just going to come to line our stomachs. And of course, if anyone's pregnant or have any stomach issues, you can just stay up in the tabletop. Otherwise, welcome to calm down, lie on your tummies. You can have your hands just below your shoulders. And on your next inhale, lifting the chest off the mat for the baby cobra. While exhaling back down. Take a couple more of those as we inhale, lifting just off the mat. And exhaling back down. And again, last one, inhaling up. If you like, maybe looking over one shoulder at a time. And then on your next exhale, you're welcome to come back to the earth. And taking a couple of breaths here. On your next inhale, gently pushing up. Your hands and knees again. So you're welcome to stay here if you like. Or you can push your knees off the mat for your first downward facing dog. And if you're up here in the downward dog, maybe walking those feet out to warm up and stretch the calf muscles. Taking care of those legs that often work so hard for us. Stretching the hamstrings and the calf muscles and the feet. Wonderful. Okay, we're supposed to meet in a standard folding fold. So however you want to get there, maybe bringing the hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Just gonna kind of dangle forward. Maybe grabbing your opposite elbows or just letting your hands drop to the floor. And gently swaying side to side. You can have a pretty generous bend in your knees as well. Wonderful. Find a little bit of stillness, dropping the arms to the floor. And with control, slowly rolling up, taking your time as we come to stand. Just taking a moment here to feel comfortable in the standing posture after coming from being on the floor. You can have your feet as wide as you like. Maybe just below your hips or underneath your shoulders. Again, find a little bit of length in our spine, dropping those shoulders away from our ears. It's like our mountain pose, so feeling strong, grounded, centered. It's definitely a great time to even just kind of imagine your favorite mountain view. All the work that you've been doing throughout this last few years, climbing that mountain constantly every day. Finding that time to maybe just embody that mountain, whatever that might mean for you. going to gently have our feet a little bit more wider, so taking up a lot of space here. And with our arms gently swaying side to side. So you can let your arms feel pretty heavy here. So maybe even kind of gently patting your back. So you can have your feet flat, which is great for the focus on your back. Or maybe lifting your heel, which is more opening for your hips. So whichever one you feel. Hips with your heels up, or back with your feet flat. So maybe bring your arms up towards your shoulders if that feels okay. So this movement is called the willow tree from Qigong. It's great for limber bodies that are tight. Great way to take care and bring some gentle movement. So find some gentle slowing down again. This is a great one, just diagonal arms. Stretching, then inhale, bringing them in the center, and exhale the other direction. Each inhale, coming back to your center, exhaling, expanding the arms. Following the breath, inhale, and exhale the stretch. This is often a shape in our bodies that we don't often do in our days to stretch. So it's great to find those little movements to really nourish and take care of ourselves. Let's take one more of those. We'll do one more move from Qigong as well. It's called the water fountain. So you can have a little bit of a squat down. Just making sure your knees aren't going in front of your toes. Squatting down and inhale the arms up and exhale them down. It's like a water fountain. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale. So you can imagine this one if you're filling your cup. Find a way to take care. And again, that theme of being put together. I'll take one more of those. And we'll gently bring those feet together when you're ready. And we're just going to actually come back down to the mat for a little bit. I'm going to take a bit of a lunge here. So again, you can have like a blanket under your knee if you like, or rolling your mat for some extra cushion on your knee for a low lunge. So again, making sure our knees not going in front of our toes. And bringing the hips, kind of squaring them so they're in line together. And just leaning towards the front to feel a bit of a stretch in that hip flexor. Cool. Again, we'll find some movement as we exhale. The leg to straighten. And inhale forwards. It's called like a runner's lunge. So it's really great for everybody, but also especially for like athletic recovery as well. The next time you come back, we'll just kind of hang out here in that hamstring stretch. So you're flexing that front foot. And feeling that stretch in the back of your leg. Good. Very well, gently. Just going to switch sides. Taking your time. Great. So standing up on this side again. Adjusting the hips so they're kind of in line together. And leaning forward. Feeling a stretch in this hip flexor. It might feel a little bit different than the other side. That's okay. Well, on your next exhale, we're just going to straighten and inhale to that lunge. Taking your time. So you exhale back, inhale forwards. Connecting with that breath. Cool. And the next time you come back, you're welcome to hang out here for a moment. Feel your breath as we stretch this hamstring. And it's okay for you to grab furniture or grab a wall to help keep you supported. Balance is always a work in progress for everybody, both on and off the mat, for sure. So gently come out of that posture. And I'm just gonna kind of rest back if it's accessible for you, curling the back of your toes, so curling all the toes. You might have to move the pinky toe a little bit. And sitting back there. If it's not accessible, you can always just sit up here. If going down's not, if you're extra tight, it might be hard to do this one. So you can always just stay up here if you need to. And just gently rock side to side on the feet. So kind of giving our toes a bit of a massage, as well as the arch of the feet. Yeah, so whatever shape feels best for you, whether it's stacked up tall or sitting back on your ankles. And so gently make our way back to standing once more. If you need to grab any water or tea or anything, you can have a welcome to drink throughout, nourish yourself throughout the practice. Wow. So, great. So we're going to, we're going to do a bit of a balanced pose. So you're welcome again, grabbing a wall or something. Be near something to grab onto if you like, just for stability if you need to. Just going to connect to a tree pose. So you're going to have one foot, either one is going to be rooted down, and the other one just going to start off with the heel on the opposite ankle. You might stay here for your tree pose, and maybe sliding your foot just on the side of your calf. You can stay here. And the other option is to go above your knee. So if you don't want to be on your knee, so either above or below. So for balance, it's always great either holding onto something or finding something off in the distance that's eye level, that's not moving. That's called a drishti or focal point. Engaging that core muscle to help keep you a little bit more balanced. And again, you can have your tree. You might grow some branches if you like. You might notice some natural swaying as if you're a tree in the wind. Whoop. So just in life with balance, sometimes every day is going to be a bit different. Very diligently come out of that one when you've had enough of that. Maybe shaping that standing leg out a bit. It's definitely a great, with any kind of balancing pose, it's good not to take it too seriously, having some playfulness with it. Awesome. So we're going to just switch our standing leg. So again, you might stay here. We're sliding up just below the knee. We're tucking it up above the knee. So your balance may be a little bit different on the side. That's all normal. And find your shape here. So tree might be like that. Hands on your hips. Holding on to something or growing some big branches. Feeling that standing foot rooted into the ground. Taking a moment again to connect to that tree imagery with growth. Wonderful. Okay, we'll gently drop out of that one when you feel ready. You're shaking that standing leg around. You're welcome to find any movements because we're going to go back down for some seated posture. So we won't be standing again until the end, until we're all done. We'll find a seat. You're welcome to sit up on a pillow, which can be quite nice for opening up the hips as well. Or you can just sit on the mat as well. And you're just going to stretch one leg out. Maybe, depending. So we're going to try to move this bone away a little bit by sweeping that leg out until it's comfortable. And the other foot can be just bent towards you. So if you're sitting here and you're already pretty tight in your hamstring, this might be enough. You might stay here. Or maybe leaning forwards to just bring a little bit more intensity to that stretch, to that hamstring. Just letting go with each exhale. Wonderful. And next inhale, gently come up. We're just going to switch sides. Taking your time as you set up, finding how far you want to sweep that leg away from you. Okay, so the side might stay up here, or maybe leaning forward. And just breathing. Noticing how each side is naturally going to be different. With our practice, bring a little bit of balance back to both sides as we practice. So, down, inhale, back up. I'm just going to bring the soles of the feet together. This one's often called like the butterfly pose, so it's like you kind of maybe connect with the idea of the butterfly for you, maybe transformation, or whatever else comes to mind when you think about butterflies. You might stay up here, or maybe leaning forward again. It's a great one for that hip and inner thigh area. A lot of us hold a lot of tension in our hips, so it's really great to find new ways to open them, stretch them, letting go of some of that stress in the body, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, perhaps. Maybe rubbing your feet if you like, little feet rub. Gently inhale back up. And we're going to come to lie on our backs. So again, you're welcome to have a pillow for your head if you like, or maybe even grab like a blanket if you want to use that later for that final resting pose. And on our back, a nice safe way to do that is kind of going onto your side first and then rolling to your back. And we'll have our knees bent here. Great. So welcome to just hug your knees in towards your chest. And I feel like maybe gently rocking side to side. It's a great little way to massage your back. Well, when you're ready, let our feet come to the mat. So our knees are still bent. I'm just going to gently windshield wiper the knees side to side. This might feel nice on the low back. Well, the next time your knees come to the right, we'll let them drop there. And knees dropping to the right, and just looking over towards the left to feel a twist. Okay, let's get inhale those knees up again. And gently lowering them to the left side. And looking over towards the right for a twist on this side. You're ready, gently again bring those knees up. This time is going to cross your right ankle, across your left thigh or knee for the pigeons, side pigeon pose. So if you want to stay here with the left foot on the mat, pushing the right thigh away from you. Or you can also spread your arms through to hug a supporting leg towards you. breathing, maybe rotating that ankle, stretching that glute muscle. Gently let that foot come down, just to switch sides. Across the left ankle, across the right thigh. Just gently pushing that left leg away from you and stay there. Or maybe threading your hands through to hug that thigh towards you. You're welcome to circle that ankle as well. Gently let both feet come to the mat. We'll let our legs come down to the mat, setting up for our Shavasana, final resting pose. So welcome to cover yourself with a blanket. You want to get extra cozy. And allow yourself to just take up as much space as you like, spreading those legs wide and the arms wide as well if that's comfortable. So as we're lying here, just begin to notice to see how you're feeling. Noticing where you might still be holding onto anything. It's going to guide you through a gentle body scan to help deepen the relaxation. Start with just noticing your eyebrows and your forehead, allowing the muscles in your eyebrows and forehead to relax. Relaxing the jawbone, maybe wiggling the jawbone side to side to loosen and open it. Maybe gently parting your lips. On your next exhale, relaxing the shoulders, let the arms become heavy. Relaxing the hands, the fingers. Letting the back the torso to feel supported by the earth beneath you. Relaxing the muscles in your pelvis. Heading your thighs just to feel soft. Relaxing the calf muscles. Softening the feet and the toes. And each exhale, just melting more and more to the mat. I'll spend a couple of minutes just breathing in silence. Your next inhale, just gently bring a little bit of awareness back by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Maybe moving your hands and your feet. Welcome to, of course, stay in the Shavasana for as long as you like. If you're ready, welcome to just bring that movement that feels good for you. If you are ready to return, back to a seat. Maybe stretching those arms overhead and rolling to one side. Push up. And thank you both. Thank you everyone for practicing with me. Definitely taking this time to slow down and nourish our bodies. Taking care of ourselves is such a huge way to nourish ourselves, but also as like an act of resistance too, and also by taking care of ourselves, it's kind of breaking patterns often times too, to take care of ourselves and value us. Yeah, you're welcome.
We're down.